Hola, soy Ibeth Maisonnave de tucoach.online y hoy entrevisto a Alain Cardon, especialista en coaching de equipos a nivel mundial. Welcome, Alain. Thanks for being there again.
Okay, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Are there differences between a team coach and a life coach?
A team coach is the same thing. You have to be a good coach, and then you learn how to work with a team, and a team is a lot of people that work together. Usually it's maybe 12, 15 people at the most. Sometimes it's 8. Okay, that's a team. They all have the same boss. It's like in a family, we all have the same parents. They live together, they work together. It's a team is the equivalent of a family. So if you want to understand how teams work, sometimes knowing a lot about families is a very good idea, because it's like a metaphor. A team is a metaphor for a family is a metaphor for a team. Okay. But the first thing, of course, you have to be a professional coach. Now, most professional coaches train, not most, but a lot of professional coaches come from a relational background. They're therapists, they're analysts, they're from human development dimension, they're ontological coaching, okay? Because what's important is the body, the feelings, the emotions, etc. All this is very therapy oriented. If you're a team coach, usually a team has to achieve results. It's like a basketball team. If you're going to be a basketball team, you're going to help the team win more games. Okay? You're not going to help the team to have good relationships and be nice with each other and like each other. That is not the goal of a coach, a team coach. Okay? The first goal of a team coach is to take a basketball team that is not succeeding very well and get them to be national champions, and then international champions, and if possible, Olympic champions. Then you keep the coach. But if you're a team and your coach is just trying to be nice with you and want you to work on your relationships and your emotion and where is it in your body and why are you so sad and so on, that is not what you do in a team coaching. That is not the main goal. Okay? Because if that's the main goal, anytime somebody will say, oh, I can't work, I'm unhappy, take care of me. Who cares about winning games? I am more important, my emotions are more important. Okay? That's a good way to sabotage the team.
When you go to a company for first time, what do you say to the team?
I say, if you become an excellent team by the end of next year, what are the indicators that you're one of the best teams in the world that you don't have today? Okay? What do you need to improve to become the benchmark team that everybody says, this is an excellent team? What are the indicators? If we go there and we work for 6 months and a year, and you become really, really, really good team, what are the indicators?
Do you choose the indicators first?
Of course, I have to know what they think. If they tell me the indicators is everybody's happy and we're all happy, and they never talk about the results, the financial results, the operational results, they're dreaming. Because if they're very, very happy in 1 year and they have no financial results, they will be fired. The team will disappear. A team is there to get operational results. Okay? Now, if you get operational results in a team, if it becomes better and better and better, if they start succeeding, they will start becoming proud. They will challenge each other and accept the challenges. They will support each other to become better. They will have better and better relationships. because they are winners. When you have a basketball team that is winning, or a football team that is winning, there is never any relational problems. If you come to a football team that is losing, they usually have a lot of relational problems. So teams with relational problems are usually just losers. And coaches that come and work on the relational problems are also losers. Coaches who help teams succeed are usually coaches who succeed. They are usually coaches who earn a lot of money.
So
Now, a lot of people come from relational coaching. They are losers. They're not making any money. And they have the dream, if I become a team coach, I'm going to earn a lot of money. But they don't realize that they have to become much more professional. Coaching is not about being nice and having nice relationships and focusing on emotions. Babysitting. It's not coaching. Listening to a baby cry and giving them the bottle is babysitting. Yeah. You have to get them to focus on becoming more and more and more professional. And there's professional indicators.
what do you recommend to a company that wants to hire a coach for their teams?
Well, I would recommend the company ask the coach if they know anything about accounting, if they know anything about finances. How do they measure a successful company? Because if the coach knows nothing about how teams work, he's just a dreamer. He's going to talk about relationships, think to be a babysitter, and the team is not going to become any better. It's an illusion. Most teams where people get along very well, they are all mediocre. They're avoiding problems. They think being nice is what you have to do. They're complacent with each other. They're making big smiles and they're avoiding all their problems. That's the definition of a team that gets along very well. They just avoid the real issues. They want to go after work and drink together and talk about families and this and that, but they don't want to see how to become more performing. A team coach is about performance.
What do you think about people who don't feel good working for a team?
Well, there's probably no focus on the team on results. There's probably a lot of politics. There's probably people manipulating. There's probably somebody behind the scenes doing a lot of emotional manipulation. A team that does not work well is too emotional, and most people don't like it, and they get emotionally disturbed and they want to leave because it's an unhealthy team. Most people that are in very performing teams are proud to be in the team. They want to go to work. They get good results at work. They are recognized for their good results, and they have no time for relational problems.
What do you think about the values of each person working together? Should they have the same values?
Well, usually what we call values is good alignment. In other words, they have to have a good contract together, that they're working towards the same purpose, that they agree on some ethics, that they, there's some fundamental values when anybody meets. If you don't agree on the value, then you go somewhere else. It's like getting married. It's like choosing your friends. If your friends show you they don't have the same value, well, you don't stay with them. This is basic alignment. And alignment is like the foundation of a house. Some people are not even aligned with themselves. They don't know what they want, They do one thing, another thing, another thing. They're just, they're lost because they're not aligned to a purpose. Now, if you're aligned to a purpose, you will attract other people who are aligned to the same purpose. So there's a law of attraction. You will attract teams and coaches and so on that have the same alignment. And if the alignment is not there, you won't continue. You'll know it very quickly. Now, it's useful in some systems to really work on the alignment because it's something they don't do. But usually they already have an alignment. Even if they haven't mentioned it, they are together for a purpose. Even if they forget it, they're together for a purpose. Okay? So it's good to reveal whatever is the common alignments between the people in the system and the variety. Because some people are slightly different. Variety is good too. Yeah. So it could be useful to work on alignment when you start with a team to understand, what's the alignment. Now, when I ask a question like, in a year, if you succeed completely, can you define what it's like? Okay. What are the indicators? We will see if the indicators are aligned or not. Because different people may talk about different indicators. So if they don't agree on the indicators of where they will be in a year, how can they get there together? So you need to have an alignment on the indicators of success.
The indicators are chosen by each team member, by their supervisor, or both?
Well, usually in an organization or in a family, if you think the kids are going to define the family values, you may get in trouble. Okay? And sometimes, a kid grows up and becomes a teenager and he says, I disagree with the values. And so the parents will say, when you leave, you can do what you want, but if you stay in this house, you have to respect this house values. The house was there before you came. The values were there before you came. Okay, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much, Alain, for all.